Well, maybe you have seen or heard of Chris Herren, the NBA player brought down by heroin addiction, only to fight his way back through recovery.
Well, tonight Herren spoke to St. X, but it was a mother's fight to save her son that actually brought him here. Local 12's Angela Ingram joins us now with their story. Angela?
Rob, a mother finds out her son is suffering silently, relying on drugs and alcohol, as well as dealing with depression. But her son was always fascinated with the story of an NBA star who had similar issues, and he used Chris Herren's story as an inspiration.
I grew up in a city called Fall River, Massachusetts, and
it's still surreal for Chris Herren to watch his own story on a big screen in front of a crowd, a roller coaster ride of rising up from a small New England town to the top as an NBA star and down into despair, battling drug addiction.
Epic highs and epic lows, absolutely. I was a heroin addict for 8 years. I struggled with an Oxycontin addiction when I was playing in the NBA. 4 overdoses, a ton of struggle, many bottoms.
But Herren is back on top, clean and sober for 8.5 years now. He's now here at St. X High School to share a message of hope. The Cincinnati area was chosen because of the issues we've had with heroin.
I think they are vulnerable. I also think a lot of high school kids want an excuse not to do it. I don't think we give them enough reasons not to do it.
The mother of a St. X student helped bring Herren to town. Kate Rewwer's son Will battled addiction and depression, but he always looked up to Herren.
When my son was a freshman, we had seen the 30 for 30 documentary on Chris, the Unguarded. And he loved his story, and he was fascinated with Chris, and he actually ended up doing a report on him.
Will is now recovering and doing much better.
He's on track to graduate on time. His grades are good. He made the honor roll first quarter.
Both Rewwer and Herren hope to reach teens, and Rewwer says taking away the stigma of addiction is important, and it helps people save lives.
The biggest thing I'm hoping to get out of this is that kids aren't afraid to ask for help.
Tonight, Herren spoke mostly to adults, but he will be back at the school tomorrow morning at 9:50 to speak with students. Rob, back to you.
Angela, thanks very much. Nice to see that some people do find a pathway out. To learn more about fighting the heroin epidemic and treatment, go to our special Hooked on Heroin section. It's on our website at local12.com under the news.